Hi Gemini, and welcome to your weekly tarot reading from, I think it's 1st of November to the 7th of November, and you're welcome to my channel, and thank you everyone for your support. I absolutely love doing this for you, and your feedback is making it just incredible. You've got unfinished sympathy again. I'm sure you've filled this for your November reading. This feeling there's something not finished. I don't know. It's that there's something that needs to be left behind and walked away from, Gemini. Because at the root of the matter, you've got the Eight of Cups. So it's almost that you're searching for something. The Eight of Cups is a wonder. I love the Eight of Cups because none of these cups are spilt over. There's not been any tragedy, but it's a sense, Gemini, of you're in search of something more in your life. And maybe that's the unfinished symphony, a feeling of, I don't know, there's something not quite complete, Gemini. I'm not sure what it is. At the top of the deck, this is your thinking. You've got the Tower card, so you're being... A lot of Geminis have been liberated from something. You're walking away, and this is a liberation. I'm not finding this a difficult at all. I'm getting a huge sense of relief here. So this is your thinking. It's almost you've been set free from something. And that's actually mirrored at the bottom of the deck as well. So this unfinished symphony, what is it? Oh, anyhow, I'll come back to it. So you start the week in a really powerful, massively in touch with yourself emotionally, Gemini. You've got the High Priestess with the Temperance, just beautiful. Very feminine energy. And what I'm seeing with that is this very... really quite emotional, but I'd say very emotionally calm. So it's almost quite surreal. I'm getting a sense of real serenity and a real sense of peacefulness. There's almost whatever's had to finish and complete itself, because something has for a lot of Geminis. You've got a real sense of peace about it, and you're just so calm. And if you look at this card, their third eye and their heart is totally opened, and they're totally in balance here. And the High Priestess is totally balanced too. But she's totally, I don't know, I've got this feeling of overwhelm, a real sense of emotional calm, Gemini, for you, actually. It doesn't last, I have to say. You go into a... You move from that emotional calm and with your head and heart are in perfect alignment to the Five of Wands, where you move from that peace to feeling torn. I mean, it's paired with the World, which always means the end of one karmic cycle and the whole beginning of a new one, which always represents change. So we're back to change again, and for some Geminis, this is a bit of a struggle. This change is not... The minor arcanas are never major struggles. I always think this Five of Wands, so it can represent a struggle with people in your environment. Quite often, I generally find this is an inner struggle, which sometimes means I'm uptight and I'm arguing with people around me, but it's because I'm being pulled in different directions, basically. And maybe that's what this unfinished symphony is. There's a change going on. This is a transformation, actually, more than a change. This is deep. And I'm going to say for my Geminis, this is a very wanted change. It's not been forced on you. Even though the Tower is sometimes it's sort of forced change, I'm seeing that as a aha moment. It's a liberation. And maybe Geminis, you're going to work out what this unfinished symphony is that you keep getting. There's something you haven't completed yet. And even though you've got the world, there's still a struggle, which makes sense really to me. You then go into a very working mode, Gemini. You've got the 8 of discs paired with the 6 of discs. So I'm really liking these two together. So you're really focusing on work, on your crafts, but there's a sense of you being in unity with someone when you're working. 6 of discs can be about receiving. It's a card of benevolence, so generosity, receiving it or giving it, but it's also a sense of mutuality. This could be a deep sharing with a colleague, but it's a really heartfelt sharing. It's when we, when we talk to people without masks on, we're really genuine about what's going on for ourselves. And it could be this conversation, Gemini, that opens up your mind to what it is that's lingering in your life that needs completion. Some of you could be seeking guidance from someone. But this is a deep conversation with someone. For those, it's not about material, because it could be a material gain. It could just be one of these really, these conversations we have in our life which radically change us. It could be one of them. So yes, oh my gosh, this unfinished symphony, it's back again with the strength card at the end of the week, paired with the devil. Some Geminis are still feeling chained to something. So still feeling held back by something in their lives a bit, which is so different from the Tower, because the Tower represents, in this deck, I'm perceiving the Tower's liberation. And maybe it's liberation from this devil. There's something, either in the present, a relationship, or something that's holding you back, or it's something in the past that you're still reliving. And because it's a strength card, it's saying you've got the power and the strength to overcome whatever is bedeviling you, whatever is holding you back. This is only going to be for some Geminis. Such specific readings like this only ever talk to a few people. They happen now and again. Every week at least one sign gets a reading that's only for a few people. But there's something that's unfinished that's holding you back, Gemini. And you've got the power this week to liberate yourself. That's what this reading's about. It's a liberation reading. It's walking away from something, completing a cycle. And I think the answer to what it is going to come to you through this High Priestess and through the Temperance card. You start the week with this eerie calm. This it's almost quite eerie. You're so connected and you're so calm. But as you move through to complete something, the tension's beginning to rise. And then you've got a very practical couple of days, and I think something's going to happen. There's going to be a meeting with someone. But whatever it is, you've got the power and the strength and the consciousness to overcome whatever this energy is that's keeping you in chains, Gemini. And the devil can be anything. It can be a state of mind. It can be emotional response. It can be an active addiction. I think most of you know what the devil means. But I think this is what the unfinished symphony is. It's something from the past that you're still carrying. It can be a sense of not being good enough. It can be anything, Gemini. But I'm sorry, that was a really confusing reading. I know. Nothing I can do about it, guys. I can only work with what I've got. And I wish you all the best, Gemini. Okay, bye.